Hey guys, Roger at CU Scrapping again. What we're gonna do today is I am getting ready a box or two of stuff to send to Boardsort tomorrow. Send it out in the mail tomorrow. Um, if you want a really good video on how to ship to Boardsort, go to Shark Scrapper's channel. Boardsort even has it on their homepage. Shark has been dealing with them for a couple of years now, and he's great at it. He's got all the methods nailed down. I've got a few things here that I haven't seen as far as packing and everything. So thought I would throw this in as an addition, and maybe you can pick up a few pointers from me as well. In addition, while you're at Shark Scrapper's page, if you haven't seen his live stream today with Chris from Boardsort as a guest, go watch that video. Fantastic, fantastic interview. So I will be right back and we'll show you how to get started here. Okay, to get started, this is a large flat rate box. Costs $20 and change to ship. I haven't shipped in a while, so but you're right around the $20, $21, $22 mark to ship whatever you can fit in this box up to 70 pounds. The first thing you need to do is find out how much the box weighs, because once you put the stuff in there, and you'll see here in a minute why I'm doing it this way. You need to be able to deduct the box. Chris is not going to pay for the weight of your box. So we'll put it on the scale here. And it's 0.65 pounds. So I am going to deduct that weight from the box that I already have partially filled. Now what I'm getting ready to send here is memory, CPUs, hard drive boards, and that's the main thing I want to get out today. So on the memory, it's all about packing your box in the most efficient way. So on the memory, I stack them as tight together as I can, side by side, fill in the side here. Now there is another layer underneath here. So I have two layers, and this is all Goldfinger RAM. This is my overflow here of the Goldfinger RAM. So we will get this on the scale and see what we've got in the box so far. Okay, so there's my RAM on the scale, and one thing I did do is I zeroed out the weight of the empty box. So what you see on the scale is actually the weight of the RAM I have in there. And we have 14.1 pounds. At $22 a pound, that's $310.20 right there. So what I'm gonna do now is add in my loose RAM here, because I'll put those in a bag, and I'll still ship those off with this. So now we're up to 14.95 pounds for $328.90. So once you know the weight of your component, in order to not lose yourself, you need to either write it down, or we're going to go to the computer here and we'll enter it into Boardsort's invoice tracking. Okay, here we are at Boardsort's website. You can see up here, I'm already signed in. Log in, to get your login credentials. It's free. And then we are going to go down to scrap quote, and that will pull up their listing of prices. And even here, if you hover over something, the mid-grade boards, it will show you a sample. You click on that, you'll get a bigger picture. So it works the same as their main website. So what we want to do is we want to scroll down to scrap RAM sticks. Down here to the gold fingered RAM, $22 a pound. We have 14.95 pounds. So if we, let's see if I remember right, if we scroll down, yeah, it lists it right down here. 14.95 pounds of gold fingered RAM at $22 per pound is $328.90. So then we'll go back up because I've got more RAM over there. Go back up to there, and we'll go weigh out my other RAM and see where we stand after the RAM. Okay, so the other two RAMs that I have are Rambus or gold shielded RAM. I think they call it gold shielded RAM on Boardsort's site. Let me zero the scale out. Clear out the dollar amount. Now the gold shielded RAM is at $8.75 a pound. So we'll put that on the scale. 0.85 pounds, so there's another $7.44. Should have brought a pen over to write this down. Give me just a second, guys. Okay, sorry about that. And the other one I have is silver RAM. If you've ever run across silver RAM, it's got the silver tin-plated teeth on the bottom there instead of gold. And Boardsort is currently paying $9.75 a pound on that. So we'll zero out, clear out. Sorry, you guys can't see what I'm doing. $9.75 a pound. And we have 1.3 pounds for another $12.68. So let me write that down. 1.3, and we'll go over and we'll fill in the sheet. Okay, so we're back. As you can see here, the gold fingered shielded RAM. Now, there are videos out there. Well, why don't you just take off the shielding? There are certain ones you can do that on. If they've got the clips holding the aluminum shield on, you can get away with taking those off without pulling chips. If they don't have those clips, don't try pulling the shielding off, because you're going to pull chips off of the RAM, and you're going to destroy any value you've got in your RAM. So in the gold shielded RAM, we've got 0.85 pounds. And then down here in the silver tin fingered RAM, we have, oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. It looks like you can't just do 0.85 pounds. So what I'm going to do is backspace 0.85. There, that's better. Okay, that's something I didn't know. Silver tin fingered RAM. We had 1.3. Okay, now we will scroll down to our shipping list. And you can see right there that it added on it added on the 0.85 pounds of gold fingered shielded RAM at $8.75 a pound for $7.44. 1.3 of silver fingered RAM, $12.63, and our 14.95 pounds of gold fingered RAM at $22 a pound is $328.90 for a total payout of $349.01 so far. So my total RAM that I'm shipping in is going to be, well, a dollar short of $350 basically. So we will head back and I will show you how to get that box prepared so that it is ready for shipping. We'll do that, then we'll add more to the box and go on from there. Okay guys, before I go any further with gathering other stuff to fill this box, I need to do some work with what I've got here. The United States Postal Service is not usually very careful with their shipping methods. So you want this stuff to get to Chris intact. Now I spent quite a bit of time doing this to pack as much as I can into this box, and I don't want Chris to get a box that's busted up and the memory thrown everywhere. So what I have done is taken a couple of flaps off of another box, duct taped them together. And what I'm going to do is set it in here, and unfortunately with my camera here I'm not going to be able to do this and hold the camera at the same time, but now I have, you know, a partition that keeps these solidly in there. Well, it's not solid yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take duct tape and duct tape all four edges as best as I can to try to contain this. What else will help is all the other items that I set on top of it. The goal is to stuff this box full enough that when you go to close the lid, it actually bulges a little bit. And, you know, when you tape it closed, you've got a solid parcel. So let me get this taped in there and I'll show you what I did. Okay, and we're back. So yeah, I've got all four edges duct tape, reduct taped the center seam. So this is all fairly solid in there. And then what we're going to do is, first, before I put anything else in the box, what I want to do is I want to mark on here for the people receiving at Boardsort. every little bit that you can do to help them out is great. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to mark my bags with what's in the bags, so that there's no discrepancy, and that way they know. Okay, in this bag is gold fingered RAM. Well, if there happens to be a silver RAM in there, then they will know that, hey, my weight's going to be off. Just a simple mistake, and hopefully, the better you are with packaging, being careful with packaging your equipment, sorting your equipment, giving them proper weights, the better you treat them, the better they'll treat you. So, it's always better to overkill than to just throw a bunch of crap into a box and hope for the best. So I'm going to get these marked, get them put in the box, and then we'll add our next items. Okay, so now I have all my RAM in the box, and I was going to do CPUs, but I forgot. I've got some non-SATA hard drive boards here, and I think I'm going to finish this up with them. So there again, it's going to be hard to hold the camera and do this, but I'm going to show you, and you don't want to just throw them in. Let me grab a handful of them here real quick. Okay, now with the boards, they get a little bit more difficult because of, their different shapes. You got stuff sticking up on them. So, you need to try to as carefully as you can, arrange them so that you're packing as much as you can in here and maximizing your shipping. Kind of like working a jigsaw puzzle. So, there we've got those pieces that overlap. There's a rectangular one that can go there. This one can go there. And you get the drift, or the gist. So I am going to get this packed, and we'll be back when I have the box packed. We'll get it weighed up. We'll make our shipping label, and we'll get this taped up and ready to send out in the mail tomorrow morning to Chris at Boardsort. All right, and all the hard drive boards are in the box, and you can see there is still, a little bit of room. It's not much, 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch, but I am going to take a layer of padding to put over this so that when I close the flaps, everything is going to be tightly enclosed in here and no chance of it moving or shifting around. So I've got it on the scale, and I zeroed it out before I put the hard drive boards in. So we've got 4.85 pounds at $13.50 a pound. That's another $65.48. So we'll put that on our sheet for board sort, and we'll see what the total return on this box is going to be. Okay, so here we are back on Boardsort site. I've already entered the 4.85 pounds of the high-grade non-SATA hard drive boards. So we'll go down here to the bottom. and it added them in. So now my total payment for that box is going to be $414.49. Total weight of the materials is 21.95 pounds. The box is actually going to be more than that because of the cardboard we added and the extra layer that I'm going to put in there and the tape that I'm going to wrap around it with. But let's get this packing slip printed out so we can put it inside the box. So you click sell on this material. Then you choose your payment. Please send my payment via PayPal. Please send me a check by mail. I run a business, so, I'm old-fashioned. A check by mail, to me, is good. By running a business, PayPal takes out a fee for doing that. So I prefer my check by mail. And submit sale. By submitting your request, you acknowledge that you have read and understand our selling and shipping instructions, which I have and I do. Submit sale. And it's thinking. And there we go. The scrap material manifest shows everything that I am selling to Boardsort. The total weight, 21.95 pounds. Total payout, $414.49. Time and date of the request. Your invoice number. Your username. Name that will go on the check. Copy of the material list will be emailed to me. And my address for shipping the check. Boardsort's address for shipping to them. Now they have two locations in Ohio. This one's going to Alliance. That's the one where Chris physically works at. There's another one up by, he said in the live. Is it Cleveland or Cincinnati? I forget which. But that's where, like, E-Waste Mike physically takes his. They're more a physical facility over by Cincinnati, where Alliance is where they get all their shipments in. Please print this invoice. So I may have to print it out of my email. Let me copy. Please print it out. Yeah, from your email. So, which email? See you scribbing to. I'm not sure I've got that on this computer. Damn it. Oh, I do. Yes. And there it is. So we will pull that up. We will go over here and print. And it's been a while since I've run this printer, so I don't know how long that's going to take to get over there. So instead of keeping you guys in suspense, we'll get this printed up. Then I'll go show you how to tape the box up to get it safely to Chris. Okay, so what I've done is I've added another layer of cardboard and a little bit of bubble wrap here on the top. What I want to do is I want to take Chris's email invoice, and I'm actually going to stick it under the bubble wrap, because I don't want them to open the box up and have this go flying out and underneath a table somewhere to where they've got to fight to get it. And now I'm going to try to find a spot to set this damn phone up so you guys can see what I do to tape this thing shut. Okay, well, I hope that's not too far away. So we've got the flaps. You want to get them closed up. Keep everything as tight as possible. And then I use regular packing tape. It's going to split on me. If I have to, I'll get the duct tape out, but this just looks so much more professional. And there we go. And this is also fun to do with only 2 hands. So okay, what I do is I tape it once across the seam there. Then I will tape it again on each side of the seam to hold that piece of tape in place. Yeah. Dealing with old tape here. Got another roll of it over there if I need to go get it. Really? And I don't mean for this video to be so long, but I want it to be thorough. Because like anything else, in order to do a good job and get paid properly, I mean, it's just not as easy as opening up a box, throwing it in, slapping it together, and sending it off. There's got to be some sort of, yeah, this tape is bad. Let me go get that other roll. There's got to be some sort of thought process that goes into this. And you definitely don't want this breaking open in transit and losing $400 worth of stuff. Okay, you want to do it that way, we'll do it that way. Okay, for all intents and purposes, the box is sealed. It's not ready to go yet. What I also do is I'll take another full wrap a couple of times around this side, around this side, around this side, and around this side. Like I said, the U.S. Postal Service is brutal when it comes to shipping. And like I said, you don't want this thing falling apart during transit, and then you're out $400. And I can tell by rolling this package around, this stuff ain't moving inside. So you get the gist. I'll finish taping this up. I'll bring you back and show you the finished product. All right, and there is the final product. Been wrapped on the seam, 2 places off the seam, and 2 places in the other direction. This thing ain't moving, and don't try this at home. I'm a trained idiot. That's going to hold up to the Postal Service's handling. It's a good thing I don't have any tested chips in there. That would have been a bad idea. So we'll get this to the post office in the morning. What normally happens with me being in Champaign is he should get this by Wednesday, and I believe Wednesday is when they accept the material, sort it, verify what's in there, and then I will get a check mailed out to me the following Thursday. So it'll be, a couple weeks before I see the check, but that's fine. I know it's coming. It's money in the bank. So thanks for watching. I apologize this was so long. Check out Shark Scrapper's video. He's much better at explaining stuff than I am. I've just never seen anybody pack memory before, and especially the way I do it. So I thought that might be helpful to some of you out there. So I will see you scrapping.